Hey, everybody, welcome to a new episode of our brand new podcast. Yes, we're not doing news this time. We're talking about our favorite shows.
I would say more like shows we've recently been covering.
That too. A little bit of everything. Favorite shows, old shows you've watched recently, new shows, shows that are just airing, whatever.
Yeah.
Just wanted to discuss some of our more recent watchings. But we've got
hmm
the ever elusive Crane here.
Of course. Hey, man, I work.
And we've got this other guy here.
The broken one, you mean?
No, your name's Christian. Get out of here.
You know where I'm going with this.
I know you are.
That's fine. I'll hold back on this one.
Good lord.
Salutations to all our listeners out there. So we got a new topic. So I'm gonna Jared explain the whole scenario on this.
We're gonna talk about shows, anime shows. That's
well,
it.
I'd hope so. Do cover a lot of anime. Shit.
Yes, we do. But that's it. Before we get into it, though, definitely give us a like, comment, subscribe if you're enjoying our content. Comment on it, especially any ideas, comments, criticisms. Yeah, all that good stuff. Our Attack on Titan Wall
Yeah.
Scrolls giveaway is still going on. Definitely check out that video. We have a good chunk of the cast on that wall scroll. You'll pretty much never get that anywhere else unless you go to like, I don't know, 20 or 30 different conventions that we went to over the last like 3 years to get that signed. So definitely check that out. It's really awesome. Check out Blake Shepard's Patreon for Robot Girl. He's got a plethora of reward tiers with that. Christian just got something new from him in the mail with it too.
No, I did. It's a picture of the scientist in the previews. So it's also signed. So it's amazing other artwork. This is like my third or fourth one already, I believe.
That's
I lost
definitely
count.
awesome.
It is so. There's more coming from what Blake has told me.
Yes. Check out the trailer, or is it show now, for Explosion Jones? I think it's actually started to come out already. Um, check that out. Check us out on Twitter for all your Ohio Guy updates. And check out all of our live streams, gaming videos. Mike is just now starting the brand new Senran Kagura game, Peach Beach Splash. So definitely check that out. He has an unboxing video with that. And he's going to be playing the game for you guys. And definitely check out the dank meme stream with Justin and I. We're still playing Sakura Shrine Girls, so definitely check that one out. But anyway, guys, what have you been watching?
You go first, Crane. I know you're itching to go first.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, lately what I've been checking out is Gatchaman Crowds, and all I could say is if you love crazy characters, you'll love the main character, Cavello. Oh my gosh, freaking hilarious! But and then let's see. Besides Gatchaman, but yeah, I don't want to reveal too much because it's getting really good so far, and
Maybe we should
I don't.
drop a spoiler warning in this podcast because I guarantee you we're going to be dropping spoilers all over the place.
Well, I would say one little spoiler I'll reveal is I love it when she reveals, well, not really reveals, but keeps calling her boss a panda, even though she doesn't like it.
Good
But
lord.
no, it's pretty funny though. And then just the she has a way of just the main character just has a way of thinking outside the box in just crazy ways, even if it pisses off her bosses. But besides Gatchaman Crowds, another show I just recently finished was Toriko, which I don't know. The thing is about Toriko is I love the show, I really do, but they left it at a part where it's it's not really a cliffhanger, but you could definitely tell there's a lot more to the story. And
Right.
because I did do some research on the show, and there's like I believe over 500 episodes that are subbed, but they only dubbed like 52.
Right.
So, and I don't know, and it's unfortunate, but I don't think Funimation is going to dub any more episodes because,
I think that's pretty much confirmed at this point. It's been what, like at least 6 years since they dubbed anything for the show.
yeah, I thought it was like, yeah, about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it didn't. It was amazingly popular in Japan, and it didn't sell as well here, and it's unfortunate. So
See, I feel with that show, for anybody who's not aware what it's about, like it's essentially like Dragon Ball Z meets Food Wars, kind of. Like,
yeah, in a manner,
yeah,
just
with
less.
more ridiculousness and less like emphasis on actually cooking the food.
Yeah, less clothes being falling off.
That too. But I feel like that show would do very well now compared to when it originally came out here in the US. Because I feel like
Yeah, it
the
might.
anime scene in general has changed quite a bit over that span of like, I don't know, what's it even been, like 7 years or so since the last volume of that one came out? Maybe six, something like that, around there. 2010,
Yeah, it's
2011, I think is probably
possible.
when the last one came out. Maybe 2012. But um, I don't know. It's a fantastic show. It really is.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Just it's so over the top with how they describe the food because the whole premise of the show is making the perfect meal.
Yeah.
Um, and this whole world is based around food. And there's just so many cool little things. Like at the end of episodes, it would like tell you how you could make something, or like,
Yeah.
or give you an idea of how something would taste with like regular ingredients, which is really neat.
I would say what I really enjoyed with Toriko the most was the narrating. How they just came up with different ways to describe food, or how it would, just a very like abstract way, like BB corn. You know what I mean? It's like just giant ass popcorn that is amazing.
Right. I think my favorite thing is just Toriko just yelling, "Fork, knife," and just unloading his ability is so great.
But no, I'd say another thing that I really enjoyed, believe it or not, I don't know what it is. It's not just Toriko, but it's just anime in general. I'm a huge sucker for like the little cutesy like animals and pets. I don't know why. I just am.
Really?
It's like, yeah, I love Terry, the wife, not the wife, but the wolf, and then
Oh yeah.
oh, I can't remember its name, but it's the little penguin that hangs out with Kumatsu later on in the season.
Oh, Kumatsu is so good.
Yeah, but no, I love the little penguin. It's so adorable.
Oh, the penguin is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just love the little penguin.
God, I wish that show would have been finished.
Me too. Same with a lot of other shows.
I know, but especially this one because like I said, I honestly feel like it would do really well now, especially with how popular like food-based animes have become.
True.
It's like a food shonen essentially.
Yeah,
It was just excellent. It was just I think it was just a little ahead of its time.
it could be, but sometimes with shows that are ahead of its time, they don't start off as well at first, but it helps develop for the future.
Right. And who knows, maybe down the road, uh, Funimation won't renew the license and somebody else will pick it up. Maybe we'll get like a Kickstarter or something to finish the dub. Who knows? There's all sorts of things that could happen down in the semi near future.
True. But another show, say Another show I worked on. Well, not no, I didn't work on it, but
Watched.
I watched it. Yeah, was Razafon. Oh my gosh, I could see what it's a very good show, really good. Matt Greenfield directed it, and it's got a really, in my opinion, a very elite cast.
Who's in it?
Chris Patton is the main. Monica Rials works basically the main character next to him, and then I think Hillary Higgs in it. Matt Greenfield. Oh yeah, I already said that. But it was a ADV show. It came
Okay.
out in like the early 2000s. But once again, at around that time, it didn't get as popular at the time because 2002. That was when a lot of other good shows were coming out.
Right.
And at the same time, I think fans didn't pay as much attention to it because I'm guessing their opinions were it was a little too close to, or at least very similar to, like Neon Genesis Evangelion, because
Right.
they are both sci-fi shows. They both do have a lot of action and some drama involved. But I would say with Razifan, the only difference between I'm actually working on Neon Genesis Evangelion right now, which once again, it's another very good show, no doubt about it. In my opinion, they're both up there in some of my sci-fis.
I've I've been meaning to go back and rewatch it. I haven't watched that one in a very long time.
But I would say I wouldn't want to say a slight difference, but a major difference is it seems like Neon Genesis Evangelion has more comedy to it, and Razefon is more serious.
Right.
But yeah, just an amazing show. Um, the problem is getting a box set for it because it was an ADV title and they're out of print. So your best bet
There's
is
two versions.
really well. I
Yep.
got the ADV box set, so
Well, the one that I own is called the Grand. What was it called? The Grand something collection. It's an orange box set. It goes
oh
more.
yeah,
It goes more than the white one, which is it's the both thin packs, but it's color. Mine just has more. It looks more colorful because it's orange.
but aren't they both out of print though?
They're both out of print. It's just the orange one is more money. You're talking about like almost $200 for the one I have.
Oh shit!
At least the one for the white one, it's at least 100 at most. You can still get that one. It's just the orange one is harder to find because it came out after the white one was made. So
Yeah,
not much of the orange ones came out.
yeah, because I got the white one, and I think I got that one for like 20 or 30 bucks on eBay, and it was in decent condition too. So I got a good deal on it.
That's
Nice.
that's that's the common one. That's a steal. I've seen that one go for more money than what you pay for.
Oh, I know. I usually, when I was looking on eBay for the longest time, they were going for like $80 or more, and it's like, let's wait on that a little bit.
I
So,
I got mine because it looked prettier than the white one. So I
I
went for the orange.
well, it's like I love to collect box sets, but at the same time, I don't have that kind of money to throw out to just one box set.
I was lucky. I was really lucky. I actually paid like less than that. Well, not yours, but mine was cheaper than what I saw on Amazon. So
Hmm.
I got a good deal. But yeah, I mean to interrupt, but I had to jump in because
Oh no,
I,
it's all good.
I got started with Razvan like a while ago, but it's been a while since I had a chance to go back. But it's a
Yeah,
good show.
because with Razafon, it starts off slow, but it really it kind of jumps around a bit throughout most of the series. But I'd say within the last 5 episodes, everything starts coming together. Like, holy shit, this is actually really good. Hey, hey, we have a guest appearance. How's it going?
Hey,
Hey, hey, hey.
Enthusiasm.
hi guys.
Fuck
Would
are
you
you
like some?
doing?
He's coloring.
What?
What are you doing?
You're
I'm done.
Oh. Do you want to join in on the podcast, I assume?
I'll just sit here and listen for a while. I only streamed for an hour because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
All right, fair enough. Anyways, back to the show.
Well,
By the way,
basically
Mike,
what we're
this one we're just talking about what shows we've been watching. That's all this one is.
Oh, nothing.
Ooh, someone's been naughty.
I'm going to start again here real soon.
Okay.
All right. Anyways.
Aw, he left.
Haha, real funny, Jared.
Oh, it was Jared's fault then. Hey.
For any of those who can't see, we're in Discord right now chatting, and I keep moving Mike around the
Yeah,
different
Jared
rooms.
has the ability to move me to the other lobby. I was
So-
going to say what I'm going to be probably watching next.
What is it?
Let me think. What did I just get in my box sets? I haven't decided yet, but it's either it's between Monster Musume, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, School Live, and there was one other one, but I'm thinking School Live's the one I'm gonna watch first.
Good choice. That's what I was going to suggest.
Either
Yeah.
that one or Monster, but it was one of those two. But I think School Live's the one I wanted to watch first.
Yeah, I'll go with School Live.
Brittany Main, come on.
Well, she's also main in Monster Musume too. So
Well, yeah, I know, but she's the main in School Live, so yeah.
fair enough.
Plus, I like zombie shows, and that's kind of what that is. So, yeah.
Oh, it
Spoilers.
is.
Sorry, spoilers.
That's okay.
All
We
I-
already said we were
all
going
I
to drop
know-
spoilers.
Like literally, all I know about the damn thing is literally that it's a zombie show. That's it.
That's like the biggest spoiler to the show because the show starts out so cute, and by the end of the first episode, you're just like, wait, what?
Well, I read the synopsis, so I know
Yeah.
before I even start.
Anyways, Crane, what else were you talking about?
Let's see. We covered Razafan. I covered Toriko. I covered Gatchaman Crowds.
You just started
Um,
watching Toriko?
No, you finished
No, I
it.
finished.
Oh wait, did you watch it subbed, or you talk about you finished the dub?
I finished the dub.
Oh, I'd already seen it a while ago.
I know, but I have such a huge backlog on everything. It's ridiculous. So,
That's a good show.
yep. Yeah, I already covered that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were saying. I think it
All
was,
I had to say was that's a good
Yeah.
show. That's all I
Yeah.
need to say.
I know. I'm just being a dick.
It's Food Wars before Food Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I said it was
Yeah.
ahead of its time because food anime is pretty popular now.
Oh yeah, they're super popular now.
Yeah. I mean, if it was just coming out now, Toriko would be one of the most popular shows out there.
I think it's one of those shows that kind of we talked about this earlier. It fell victim to like Yu Yu Hakusho, where it either came out at the wrong time or went up against a giant that crushed it.
I don't even think it really went up against a giant that crushed it because it was
No,
so
I
unique.
either one.
Yeah, I just
Like,
think it was
yeah.
ahead of its time.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's one of the two. It's either it
Yeah.
came out at the wrong time or it went up against a giant that crushed it. Toriko came out at the wrong time.
Exactly.
hmm And let's see. I finished Sayuki Reload, which it was
That's a good
okay.
show. It's okay.
But right now I'm working on Sayuki Gunlock. So one after that, then I get to start on the new season, that Sayuki Reload Blast.
Do you want to hear something that's going to make me be hated by the anime community right now?
Go ahead. I don't give a crap.
I've seen Sayuki and I've seen Sayuki Reload. I just haven't seen Gunlock, or the newest one, right?
Well, let's
um,
see. Well, let's see. There's Sayuki, which is the ADV cast.
I know.
Sayuki Reload and Gunlock are the LA cast.
The LA cast, yes.
And then Sayuki Reload Blast is Funimation.
Yeah, I have not seen the Funimation. I've seen bits and pieces of Gunlock, but I've seen the first two, and I am in the minority of people who think that that Reload was better than the original.
Really?
I honestly, I think the voice cast for Reload was better than the one from ADV, and I know, right? Like me saying that is insane, right?
Yeah.
For
it
anybody who
is.
doesn't know,
Um,
Mike has like the biggest hard on ever for ADV.
Well, I
Well,
just have a huge ADV collection. Plus, most of the ADV voice cast is like what is considered veterans today. You
Oh,
know,
I know.
which is why their casting was always really good. But I don't know, like I just like Lex Lang did a great job in the show, and so did a bunch of the LA actors.
Yeah, they do a very good job, but I don't know. For me, it's really hard to pick a favorite because they both casts actually did a pretty decent
Oh
job.
no, they did. They totally did.
So it's really hard for me to decide on that. But
I don't know. I think Reload was just a little better with the voicing choice. Now the better storyline is definitely the first one. Definitely.
yeah, and just the way the story was progressing.
Yeah. We'll have to see how the Funimation cast stacks up against the two other companies.
Well, it actually should
It
be
has a
okay
good
because
cast.
Does
brought
it? I
back-
have no idea.
They brought
Well-
back David Matrengo and Greg Ayers for
Yeah.
Blast.
Oh, so
But-
basically it's not Funimation then. It's basically,
It's
hey,
a
let's do
mix.
Cycle.
it's like a mixture because Ilyach's character was replaced with Mika,
Well, no shit, that had to be replaced.
and then Braden Hunt. I think he was replaced by Ian.
Braden,
think-
Those are two good replacements, though.
Braden has not done voicing since the late 2000s. So
Oh, I know. But that's two good replacements. Like Mika's a great replacement for Illich, and we all know why Illich had to be replaced. We're not going to go into that. And then Ian as a replacement for the other guy. I mean, we know Ian, and Ian's a damn good voice actor. So I mean, who's better at stealing voices than Ian Sinclair? I mean, come on. I think we'll be good. And if they brought back some of the people from the ADV cast, then they should be okay.
Monorail too.
Oh yeah,
Yep, and
Monica works for every company but LA at this point.
pretty much. Wait, did they announce her yet? The one that we knew?
Yeah.
Yeah, the show's
Um,
already done, or has
Yeah.
like one episode left.
Okay, then yeah, they also brought back Shelly.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a good cast. It sounds like
Yeah.
It sounds like they brought back a lot of the original voice cast that were really good people and are veterans now, and then they brought in some newer people like Ian and Mika, which I don't know. Like Mika's still a little too new to be a veteran, I would say. But
I would say he's in the middle.
he's
I
getting
don't know.
there. He's getting there.
He's
Like
almost there. I would
say
consider
another
him
year
one.
or so. I don't know. He's only
He's
only
been
been
in the
around for,
business a while now.
has
Yeah,
he?
he's-
I thought he'd only
Yeah.
been around for like 5 years.
Longer than that.
Is he?
Yeah.
Let's see, he's been around since I know he was like in Soul Eater, and that's more than 5 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like 11, isn't it?
Soul Eater was a while ago.
What is
Let me
it?
see
I
when
don't know.
came
Time
out.
flies, dude. Time flies, especially in the anime world. I would definitely consider Ian a fucking veteran at this point. Definitely.
Well, if Ian's a veteran, then Mika was. I think Mika and Ian joined around the same time, didn't they?
No, I think Ian was slightly before Mika, because I remember seeing Ian way before Mika.
Micah.
Mika, whatever. Sorry, Micah. I know it's
Yeah.
Micah. Fuck, I'm retarded.
Yeah, well, I keep seeing it that way because I'm so used to talking to a lot of friends from Germany, and that's how they spell it. Well, that's how they pronounce it. So, yeah, my bad.
I'm actually trying to figure out when they both started now. Keep talking. I'll try to figure this out.
Okay.
Well, let's see. What have you guys been working on? Shoot, I'm doing all the talking here most of the time.
Soul Eater came out in 2010.
2004 for Ian.
Yeah, so Micah's probably at least been there since what 09, 08 at the latest, I would say.
Oh,
He was
holy
probably
fuck,
doing
his first-
small roles before that. So
You
yeah,
guys know that
Micah's
Ian-
probably been there almost a decade now, dude.
Did you know that his first thing was ADR director?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it says here on one of the information pages. It says in 2004, initial D for stage. He played a role, but he was also crew role and notes. He was ADR director for Funimation Dub.
Neat.
That is neat.
I did not know that. And then he was kind of like out. He didn't have any roles after that until 2007, which was his first main role, which he's talked to us about before with Bamboo Blade.
Uh-huh.
Well, we know that was a bone that Chris Sabat threw to him. Let me see if I can find out with Micah.
Yeah, Micah, he got started around 2009. That's
Yep.
when he... Yeah, so about...
What do you think a veteran should be, though? Should a veteran be 10 years?
I don't think it has to be 10 years, dude.
No, I wouldn't
What
go
do you
that long.
6 or 7.
5? 7, something like that.
Around 6 or
Yeah.
7. I mean, once you get like so many main roles under your belt, I
His
mean,
Micah's first role was 2012.
no,
No.
Soul Eater.
Nope. Big wind up.
Yeah, that too.
Blast Rider.
Oh, you're right. I do see Soldier at 2010. Okay.
Yeah.
That might have been the earliest one because I'm not seeing anything before that. No, Soul Eater was the first.
So he got
That
a
was
main
his-
role
that
in his
was-
very first casting. I don't think that was his.
No.
Very
Oh
first
no, wait,
casting.
2009.
no.
2009.
Yeah.
There we go. 2009.
Yeah, I would
'Cause-
honestly though, I would consider him a veteran at this point.
Yeah, I would.
Let me see here. 2009. 2009.
And I don't think as much.
Yeah, it's 2009.
I don't think it's as many years, Mike, as it's roles. I think how many roles you've been in, how many mains you've been in, is more of an indicator of a veteran than
We'd
how
have
many
to actually
years.
We'd have to actually sit down and figure out what that would be, though, because like, I mean, I can see where you're coming from with the role thing, but like, what would that be? And then what about people who have been around forever that never get to play mains? Like,
It depends. I mean, I think it's a
like,
mixture
yeah.
of both, but I think like if you've played, say, in the last 4 years, if you've done like 40 mains, you're a veteran.
I mean,
Or
I wouldn't go that far. There are
I
some
think
people in this
experience.
industry that have done quite a few mains in the last couple of years, and they still
Yeah, but they haven't done 40.
I can think of one that's done like 35, almost 40, and that person's still terrible. So
I know.
I mean, there's always going to be an
you know who
exception.
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and I'm
I
not
know who
gonna
you're
say the
talking about.
name.
There's always going to be
Yeah.
exception to the rule, but I'm saying like generally.
And then like people
speaking.
like for example, like Mark X. Laskowski, for example, who almost never gets to play a MAME. It's been around since like what 2000.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
where the
Yeah.
other exception, like I said, like if you've been around that
Yeah.
long, but you've been, I mean, he's always bit roles, and he's had maybe 3 mains or something. Mark hasn't had many.
It's been very few.
Yeah, I know
Mark,
it's under 10.
Or even Rob Mungall, for example. He gets
Oh, yeah.
a lot of bit roles or sub-main roles, but he's also been in the industry for a long
Yeah,
time.
so those are ones you still consider veterans. They've just been around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob.
I'm trying to remember that. I'm trying to actually look up that one person I was thinking of that's been in a lot of shows, and a lot of mains.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm not going to say the name. I just want to see it.
I know.
I want to see how many roles that person has.
Right. Anyways, what have you been watching, Christian?
So right now I'm trying to get through Food Wars. On High
Ooh,
Dive.
so good. I've been watching the
It
dub
is.
on there as well every week. I didn't get to watch yesterday's episode yet.
Ah, you missed out then.
I've already seen the whole show, so I mean not the dub,
Well-
but I've seen the entire sub show, so I know everything that happens already.
No, okay. Still, yeah, that show's phenomenal. I just like how things are just play it out, like just the whole
Right.
food battles and stuff. I just love the way they do the whole food stuff. Like they break it down. Like okay,
It's
let's say make.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Nah, I was just gonna say how like they almost treat it like one of those documentaries, almost like when they talk about like the food aspect. Like okay, you do this, if you add this ingredient, you can make the food either juicier, make it more soft, make it more tender. They go into that sort of detail, by almost like
They
not
they
experimenting.
they explain like why to a certain
Yeah, like
extent.
that almost like a scientific way too.
Yeah.
So that's been
It's so good. And fun fact about that show, if any of you don't keep up with the manga with it, they actually have like recipes in the manga. For the
Really?
stuff that they make. Yeah, it's really neat.
oh shit.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
cool.
39, Jared. 39.
Oh no, I figured because I knew as soon as you said that, I knew exactly what you're talking about.
39, and it is not a good voice actor.
Right.
In fact, all you ever see about that one is complaints.
Wow.
What you
Um,
do?
Good lord. Anyways, yeah, Food Wars is excellent. I'm really enjoying the dub.
Mhm.
I really don't understand like
No, that's not who I meant, Jared.
Really? That's who I was
No.
thinking.
There.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. yeah.
Anyways,
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, that one too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
anyways, with the dub, I don't know why a lot of people were complaining about the casting. I think Blake is actually excellent Soma.
When I heard
Um,
it was gonna be Blake, I was like, and that fits perfectly. And then everybody's bitching, and I'm like, why?
Well, I mean, this is coming from somebody who watched the entire original, or not, I shouldn't say original, but the sub. Like,
You,
the
you know what's
voice
funny?
matches up quite well, and especially for how the character acts.
It's funny. Like, if Mike, I'm not sure if you've seen Food Wars yet, but
No,
I
Mike
can
hasn't
imagine
seen
this-
it. He binge watches. You know this.
I will. I will.
I've seen one episode of it so far, and that's it.
I will see. I will say this. The character kind of reminds me of Blake in a way. If Blake just went full out.
I saw one
that's-
episode and saw the character, and I was like, so why is everybody bitching that Blake is voicing it? I was like, if they knew Blake in real life, they would see that this is basically almost Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, the only way this could be more Blake is if he was trolling people even more.
Yeah.
But no, I think I do have a problem with one of the voices.
We love you, Blake, by the way. We love
right.
you.
And it's nothing against like the voice actress that voices her. It's just I just don't like what direction they took with the character for Arena. I think she's way too Valley Girl sounding. Like,
Does she have the oh my god,
kind of,
Valley Girl?
sort of.
or is it a little
it's
less?
it's really over the top with that character, and like
Okay.
I don't hate it, but it doesn't quite fit the character.
Yeah, but that is kind of in right now. Like making fun of Valley Girls is kind of in right now.
That's been in for a decade, dude.
Oh, I know, but it's
um,
even more now. Like every show's doing it.
No, but I don't know. It just doesn't make sense for the character, though. Like, when you eventually get to it at some point, if you do, Mike, I don't know if you will because it's a longer series.
Which one?
Food Wars.
I'm gonna watch the dub.
First season's 24 episodes, second season's 12, and the third season's going to start airing here in about a week.
Yeah, but they only dubbed the first one so far, right?
So
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I didn't get it on this sale because.
Well, I didn't
I
say
already
that you
have-
wouldn't get it. I said I don't know how
Oh no,
soon
I
you'll
plan.
watch it because it's a longer
honest-
show.
Honestly, if I would have gotten it, it would have been the first one I would have watched.
Nice.
But I didn't because I didn't need it right now.
Right. But I don't know how you feel about that character, Christian. I thought their voice was just a little too over the top for
Well,
that.
I don't think you ever said the name of the character.
Arena.
Arena. Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
Or
I
Arena.
don't think so. I didn't get.
Pronounce it.
I didn't get this. I didn't get the vibe that or the.
I mean, maybe
the
I
impression you
should.
got.
I should go and rewatch like an episode or two of the sub and revisit the character.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go actually look up a YouTube clip of this real quick and then see what it sounds like, and then I'll be like, okay.
Alright.
Do one for each character. Not each character.
Well,
for
I
each
know what
version.
Blake sounds like.
No, not Soma. His character sounds perfect. But do it for Arena. But anyways,
Well,
I mean,
I'll
the
look it
dub
up.
is fantastic. I enjoy all the other characters. Jade Saxton's fantastic in it.
Do you know which voice actress plays the female character?
You'd have to
Yes,
look it up.
Stephanie Widows.
Okay.
Arena. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Arena.
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 I don't know.
I mispronounced it the first few times, Arena.
Let me take a look.
But yeah, I think the rest of the cast has been fantastic. I'm definitely enjoying the foodgasms as much as the first time I did.
The orgasm.
Dude, the foodgasms are so good in the
Chad,
show.
I remember we were in Houston and you and Ansel were sitting in the back of the fucking van watching that while I was driving. And I was like, "Are you watching porn back there? Seriously?
Oh my god, I forgot that we were the dude. It
Did
was
you
so
forget about
good.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's what it sounds like, and it's excellent.
It
it's
sounds
so
like
over the
porn.
top.
It really does.
In the English dub, it's just as over the top. Like I think the first.
Yeah, I think it's.
The first episode is with Maggie's character with it, or the second episode is with Maggie's character. I think one of the two. I think it's the second episode. She's
First.
only. Is it the first?
Yeah.
I thought the first was with the squid.
It's both.
Oh, is it both? Okay. Yeah, Maggie's character, who's only in it for like 2 episodes or an episode and a half or whatever. That one is just so over the top. But dub's been excellent so far. What episode are they on, Christian? I think it's like 8 or 9 now.
Yeah, whichever the newest one was, it is pretty good.
Right, and
It's just, I think what was it? Made funny. I like how they introduced the Italian brothers.
oh, I really enjoy them. They're a staple of the show. They're in it quite often.
I forgot their names, the last names.
Aldini.
Aldini, yeah, that's it. The Aldini brothers. Because Bryson Bogus, the new guy who's at Sentai,
I love Bryson. He is so good.
he's doing great. Then Clint Bickham was playing the brother. I know he can do that kind of voice. Like, it's more. I feel like someone like more heftier. I think my first guess, I thought it was gonna be like Mark X Laskowski because it's a big guy, like more what do you call it? More weight to his body. That's why I thought, okay, book Vince, he could do it, man.
Yeah, no. And in the last couple episodes, like he had the what's it, Shogaki against the meat lady with the rice bowl. That was that's like I think that's like one of the big turning points in the show when it starts to get like more serious to a certain extent. Like it's pretty lighthearted throughout the entire show, but then that was like the first actual like, besides the food competition about his family restaurant, this was like the first actual like legitimate competition
Gotcha.
between
Okay,
two of
so
them.
I watched a couple clips,
Yeah.
and I mean, there's a little bit of the Valley Girl there, a little bit, but it's real minute. I get more of
What do you get
bitchy-
from it?
I get more of a bitchy character out of it.
Right, and it's
Yeah.
somewhat of a
Which
bitchy
seems
character,
to
but
fit.
it's too much. It
To be
really
honest
is.
with you, you know what I get from it?
Huh?
It's a Jamie Markey character.
Oh,
What it is. I swear to God, dude, if this was Funimation voicing it, that'd be Jamie Markey voicing that character.
Huh.
I'm serious, dude. It's literally that voice actress is doing exactly
I
a
love
Jamie Markey
Sentai
impression.
dubs. Like that's. I mean, anybody who's listened to our podcasts knows.
Am
that
I wrong though?
I'm a huge
Think
Sentai
about it
fan.
for a second.
Honestly, Jamie, I think would have been the best choice for that, and I don't say that often.
I think what it is I think they were going for the Jamie Markey bitchy style character, but that's a character element that I think Jamie has kind of like cornered the market on it.
Oh, that
And
would have been an excellent
it's
voice for
like-
that because it would have had that like those because she can do a really good bitchy tone, but
Yeah,
it
she
wouldn't
has
have
the
been
tone
felt so forced and over the top.
Yeah,
Not that
that's-
I'm saying that Stephanie's Widows sounds forced, which it doesn't. It just doesn't feel
Uh,
natural, you know?
Hers is good. It does have a little bit of the forced feeling to it, though. You can hear it in some of the the bitchy tone is being forced a
Yeah.
little bit, where it's like it's like she's trying to get to that level, but she's not quite getting to that pure bitch level.
Exactly.
That Jamie has just fucking cornered the market on with that, where
Oh man.
she can go from Jamie Markey to bitch mode in like a second, and it's just like bam, she's got it. Can you imagine? Because like think about this, that character's voice is not that far off from like a Panty from Panty and Stocking.
Right. That would actually be very fitting.
I think that's
Something
what they
close
were
to
going
that.
for, and it didn't quite get there.
Right.
It's not a bad voice though, it really isn't.
No, and that's what I was trying to say. It's not a bad voice. It's the only voice in the show that I had any problem with at all.
I thought that might be when you were going with Valley Girl, and I was like, nah, I think Jared, I think you're actually thinking of a Jamie voice, is what you're
Maybe,
thinking.
yeah.
Yeah, because when you think about it, a Jamie bitchy voice is very close to a Valley Girl.
True. Anyways, though, in that show, like, I don't know if you've picked it out too, Christian, but there's so many background characters that you hear so many neat voices from different voice actors.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been my favorite part. Like, especially when I hear like those, like a random like Andrew Love character out of nowhere. I fucking love it, man. I love it. It's hilarious.
Oh, Andrew's a great voice actor.
I know, and I just love hearing his voice just randomly out of like a crowd or something.
And I got to hear Blake again while doing that. And
His
no,
character is perfect.
I
It
still
really
think
is.
Blake is exactly the way it should be.
Agreed.
It's a happy-go-lucky doofus character.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, like and
Love it.
and Soma's cocky, like he is.
And
That's
not
what his
not
character
saying
is, and
and not
Blake does a
saying
good
that
cocky
Blake
voice with it.
and not saying that Blake Shepard is a doofy person because he's not. He's not. But it's Blake. Like that character is basically fucking Blake.
Mhm.
Which is why Blake, is good at it.
Exactly. But I think Christian and I are in general consensus here. We both love Food Wars.
Yeah.
Who did the people want if they're bitching about it? If you don't mind me asking.
They didn't say.
No, nobody said anything. They just heard and this wasn't even people watching the show. This is when Sentai just did a trailer for it back in, what was it, July?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Has the consensus changed?
I have
don't
not
know.
looked, but people love to be Sentai haters, especially the forum sections in ANN, so probably not.
Oh, and don't even get me started on that one.
Yeah, that's where it originates from. But
It originates from ANN?
not from them themselves, but the forums of the
No, the forum people on ANN. For those of you watching right now, if you want to get information on animes and actual information that's actually truthful and not completely just biased as hell, don't go to the ANN forums. Don't do it. It's a very toxic environment.
It's
and,
extremely toxic.
Many other reviewers would agree with us on that. I mean, there are plenty of other anime groups that we know of that do different things, whether it be reviews and stuff or interviews like we do or reviews of cons and so on and so forth. Basically just anime jargon in general. Would agree with us that Anime News Network, although is a great website to get information off of for casting and stuff like that, the forum section is just a toxic environment that is not run very well by the admin.
Unfortunately, it's not.
No, it's not.
Anyways, not to get too sidetracked here. What else have you been watching,
yeah.
Christian?
Can we do non-anime stuff? Can we do like cartoons?
Yeah, sure.
We can consider that. Yeah, sure.
Rick and
why
Morty.
not?
Then finish up first, and I'll let you go, Mike. Okay.
Okay. Well, I was gonna
Just
say,
go-
well, everybody can probably talk about Rick and Morty.
No, don't talk about Rick and Morty. I still haven't had time to catch up.
How many episodes
What?
behind are you?
Was there a new episode this Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 episodes.
Oh my god! You know what? If I had the ability right now to move you to the general, I would.
I've been busy, man. I haven't had time.
Jesus.
For 20 minutes from each episode.
That's right. I watched Sundays last night twice.
All right. Well, don't say anything.
Crane,
Crane, what
being
the
too
hell are
noisy.
you doing?
Nerds and candy.
We're talking.
Well, nerds are
And
candy.
cola.
Let them.
And
let
potato
them
chip.
Candy.
Jesus. What else have you been watching, Christian?
So
Oh,
what?
so good. Oh.
I'm talking.
Okay, I'm back now. All right, what?
Can I talk now, or we're gonna go another 20 minutes of this?
Well, I had to eat something. You were talking about
That was
Food
a
Wars.
That was a rhetorical question.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not just finished up Persona 4, and this was on my shelf for a while. I was amazed. I really was. The animation was good. The voice cast was good. Storyline was good. It was quick. It wasn't trying to do any fillers or any stuff like that. Like it did its job. It was cut clean all the way.
It was good.
And I said because I just finished Persona 5, the video game, last week. So of course I had to get more, Persona going for me. Like I need more. So I went to Persona 4 and I was finished. I'm like, wow. At first I was skeptical, when I first saw the few episodes, I'm like, okay, now we got some energy going. And again, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but it is a Sentai show, but it's a LA dub. They had like a great mystery. They had Johnny Bosch, Yuri Dornthal, Dora Beatty, Troy Baker, Meredith McVan, Karen Straussman, JB Blanc. It was well done.
Hell of a
There's two
cast.
There's two people that aren't doing very much anime work anymore.
Yeah. I know who they are.
Laura and Travis.
They
Don't
really
forget,
aren't.
No, they're doing mostly video game stuff, which it's understandable. You get paid more.
And Troy Baker. Don't forget about him.
Oh yeah, Troy was in it. Yeah, sure. Troy does not do anime anymore. He's like video games, gets paid more.
And Mary Elizabeth.
But he's earned that. He's earned that though.
He has.
Well, I think the consensus on Persona 4, I've seen a couple episodes and I don't know, it was okay. It never really took for me. But it wasn't a bad show though. I think the consensus on it though is that it's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
I've never heard someone who watched it be like it was garbage. I've never heard somebody say that.
The ones who say it's garbage is the ones who play the Veil game. That's the only reason. Because
Well, you know how that is with video game people. That
Yeah.
you know,
They're much more. They're much more angry.
no, it's nostalgia. That's what it is.
No, they're very angry. They go as far as making death threats to scriptwriters and shit. You know how that
Kidding
works.
me? I did not know that.
Well, no, not for this game, but other games in general. Yeah, they get very feisty, to say the least.
Video game
It's-
people need to calm down.
Yeah, don't go Grand Theft Auto on society. It's not good.
Grand Theft Auto on Society, Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, people have done it. Let's be honest. You know they have.
I would have said more like, don't go Saints Row on Society. It means you're beating the crap out of somebody with a purple dildo.
You could do that in GTA as well.
That too.
Could you?
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, San Andreas.
Yikes.
I don't remember that. I really don't.
Yeah, there's this one mission that you basically, it's a costume. It's basically a gimp suit, and you're trying to infiltrate this chick and basically get her talking, tell her where some of these homies are. You find them, you kill them,
Can
and
you
the story
please
get
just
more
say
money.
homies again?
What, homies?
Thank you.
Homie.
I just had to hear you say it.
Gotta get you some homies. We're going way back in the lingo now. We're gonna go to go get you some Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Can
Gonna
I
get the
get-
wild.
Can I get me a blunt?
Yeah. I like the white prancing pony, homie.
All right. Anyways,
Okay, so I think I'm done, sharing my newfound love for the Persona series. I did have a few, rough patches with Persona, but overall it did its job, and that's what matters.
very nice.
So I'm gonna give the mic to Mike.
Well, I said Rick and Morty because Rick and
Well,
Morty.
talk about it.
I
But
mean,
Jared
that's
being-
just a given at this point. I'm just behind. I get behind on shows at times. It happens.
I mean,
I'll get
spoilers.
caught up. I will legitimately drive like however long it is to get to you, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever it is.
It's like 12 now, yeah.
I don't know how long it is. Let me see. I'm going to look this up real quick.
Just like my father.
Oh.
The best thing is that that's all I had to say. And now
No.
Jared's gonna be like, "What the fuck does that
It's
mean?"
only 8.5
What does
hours.
that mean? Well, I'm just like my father.
8.5 hours, my friend. 8.5
Now
hours.
now you don't know what that means.
I don't care.
Now you're gonna wonder.
I'm really not.
It's gonna drive you insane,
It's actually not. I could care less.
just like my father. I am my father.
You know
Jared, they're just like their father.
what? You know what?
They
Mike?
are their father.
Hey, I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Anyway,
There's fucking involved too.
oh God,
An intergenerational sandwich.
Jesus. Anyways,
She has three of something and two of something else.
all right. Have fun with that. Jesus.
Oh God.
Hmm,
I think what else-
tentacles?
Oh, I know what. I haven't watched it yet, and I wonder if you guys have seen it.
What is it?
That new fucking anime that is fucking a Netflix original.
Oh yeah.
Christian knows what I'm talking about, right?
Which one?
Yeah. Tell him.
Wait a minute. Let me look it up real quick. It looks interesting. But what turned me off of it is the fucking main cast. And
Well, what show?
that's give me a second. I'm looking to see what the name of the show is. Just give me a second. Because every time I log in, it's like, check out this anime, and I'm like, I would, except for the main cast. Ah, no. Because the animation looks great. It looks phenomenal. But why did they make the person that they made the main character? Why?
Because I hate you.
Apparently, trying to sign in right now. It's fighting me. Come on, Netflix. There we go.
They probably got to.
The show is called Neo Yoki.
Yep.
Wait, what's it called?
Neo Yokio.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's called Neo Yokio, and it looks amazing. Like the animation looks good. It's an original anime from Netflix, and I was like, holy fuck, this could be the beginning of like anime in the United States. You know what I mean?
It's we've talked about this in our other news podcast, Mike. What Netflix is actually doing with the anime industry is they're actually like employing a lot of the animators and all the other people behind the scenes in Japan. Like it's still coming from Japan, but it's gonna be called Netflix Originals.
Well, like,
And it's actually been amazing for the company or for the industry.
Listen to
because
this.
they're
listen
actually
to this.
getting paid fair wages.
Two of the main people in this show, okay, which is what grabbed me at first, was fucking Jude Law, which, I mean, Jude Law, that's a good actor, you know, and Susan Sarandon. Susan is a great actor. She's been in fucking Rick and Morty and all kinds of other shows, right?
Right.
But what killed it for me was the main character is Jaden Smith.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Are
And
you
I was
serious?
Oh, why?
Yeah, could be good.
Maybe he'll be okay. Like, maybe because he's not actually on screen, it'll be better.
Could be. Man.
I have my doubts. I don't know if there's any ratings for it yet. There is ratings for it.
Yay, nay.
It's a 5.8 out of 10
Oof.
on IMDb.
That's rough.
Ouch.
Ooh, I wonder why. Give me a second. You guys go ahead and talk. I'll look at some of the reviews and see if I can get a consensus on why the reviews are so low.
No, okay. Oh, you gonna stay here? I think most of the chats.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can
Yeah, go
talk
ahead.
about some of the shows I've been watching recently. This summer and summer season, been keeping up with a decent amount of shows. I just finished last week Love and Lies, which is a Sentai Filmworks licensed show.
It's not dubbed yet. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, no. I mean, it just wrapped up in Japan. All these shows I'm going to be talking about right now are not dubbed, except for Monster Musume. But the show is really good. Up until like the last scene in it, which I thought was underwhelming for the show, which makes me it feels like one of those up until that feels like kind of one of those trap shows from Japan where it's just built to sell manga.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't end on like a massive cliffhanger or anything like that. It just didn't end like the way I wanted it to, I should say. But what the show is about, it's about a guy, and well, a little more backstory before I get to that. Japan has had like a low birth rate, so they start matching people up to get married, and that's who you have to get married to essentially. But it starts out with he has a crush throughout like middle school up until I think high school is when they start getting their notices for this, and then like they finally like realize with each other like that they both actually like each other. They have a nice moment, and then he gets his letter that he has to marry a different girl. And throughout the show, it's kind of dealing with that situation. The girl he gets matched up with likes both of them, like not sexually, but as friends. Well, she ends up liking him like that way as well towards the end of the show. But it's kind of like how they go through their relationships with each other. And it's how the main character, the guy, he's kind of trying to like figure out which one he actually does like the most. and they both are like end up liking him. So it kind of comes down to the point at the end of the show in the final scene where you're thinking, oh, maybe he's going to pick like the one he was matched up with or the other one from school. But in the end, it just kind of was like, oh, they're both there, and that's the end of the show. Like,
You said the birth rate was low, right?
yeah.
Bang them both.
Well, that's kind of
What? What?
no.
Am I wrong?
No. I mean, that's kind of what they're insinuating with how the show ends. Like, he just picked both of them.
Bang them both. Like, the whole point is that the
Which-
birth rate's low, so they're trying to create more babies, right?
Yeah.
Essentially,
Fuck them both.
yeah. But I don't know. The show was like, it's hard for me to describe, but just had moments in it that were like so like nerve wracking. You're like, ah, shit, what is gonna happen? Like,
I feel
and
like
then
that guy-
it just felt like it built all this tension, and it just didn't deliver at the end of it. But the show is so good and so enjoyable. I would watch it again.
I kind of feel like that guy in fucking the story Ricky Bobby Talladega Nights, where
Yeah.
the guy's like, I don't know what to get Nana for her birthday. She's turning 92, and the guy just looks at him and goes, "Get her a coffin." Like,
Jesus.
I mean, that's kind of my response for that one, where it's like, fuck them both.
Right.
I mean, the whole point of this is that the birth rate is really low, so more babies, better birth rate. So get to it, bro. Like, I mean, hey, put one in there, put one in each bun, put a bun in each oven, I read some reviews for that Yoki show,
Yeah.
Neo Yoki. It was exactly what I thought it was. Jaden Smith is just the downturn of that show.
That's unfortunate.
Every review says that it's really sad because you have a bunch of actors in there that do a great job, like Jude Law and Steve Buscemi and Susan Sarandon and stuff. But then they're like, Jaden just, no matter what you do with the other people, his performance just tears it down.
It's unfortunate.
It didn't surprise me, though. I mean, we all remember After Earth. So, there you go.
Yikes.
Hey, Will Smith, stop putting your kids in stuff. He's not good. You're a good actor. He's not. He got his acting skill from his mommy.
Maybe.
Acting is not acting.
Yeah.
Acting
she
is not
wasn't very
genetics.
No, it is. It's just he got it from mom because mom wasn't very good at it either. Why she only had a career for like 2 years. She's a good writer, though.
Okay.
But yeah.
Anyways,
That's-
other
that's-
than Love and Lies, I've been keeping up with My Hero Academia, which is fucking fantastic. I love that show. I think that's been like the best thing that I've seen from Funimation in like 3 or 4 years. It's
Is that a long
excellent.
show, though?
Still going, man. Still going.
I don't know. If
I don't think
watch
it's
it
gonna
then.
wrap up anytime soon. It's gonna be a long show.
See, I'll probably never watch it then. You know me with the fucking.
I
like,
know, but I've
oh.
like gotten into this one before it got super long. So, and I'm really enjoying it.
I did that with Bleach, and how'd that turn out?
Right. So I mean, this one still could end up being just
30.
awful at some point, but so far it's been fantastic.
30 arcs of filler later.
Right. And the manga's still ongoing, so we'll see what happens with it.
It'll hit
But-
filler eventually.
There's only been one like big filler episode that I didn't care for so far out of 30-some episodes, which isn't bad.
It's only been 30 episodes so far.
Yeah.
Wait till it gets to about 70, then it'll hit like an arc of filler,
It might. Who knows?
and then it'll suck.
But it has been
Well-
really good. The progression of the show is really nice, with how the main character Deku is slowly getting a grip on his powers that he's recently obtained.
Maybe
And
they'll
the build
pull a
up with
Soul
how
Eater.
all the other characters is excellent too. Like this.
Maybe-
What?
Maybe they'll pull a Soul Eater and end it before it gets to filler.
It could get to that point. I don't know. I don't know how far this is compared to the manga. It's not something I've looked into yet.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's an excellent show. I highly recommend it.
I can't
But
wait for this to turn in. I can't wait for this to turn into a One Piece for you.
It very well could.
I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it to be like 2 or 3 years down the road and we're doing this and Jared's like, fucking My Hero Academia sucks ass. So much ass. And I'll be like, told you it was going to turn into One Piece. I fucking told you it would turn into One Piece.
Who knows?
Mike, scream when you say ass. Scream.
I mean, it could be
ass.
that, or it could be like it could be something different. Like it could be a Hunter x Hunter or something like that. That's still good.
It could be a Dragon Ball
Mhm.
Z, where Dragon Ball Z lasted forever, but it stayed relatively good to the
Yeah,
end.
I mean, this is much better than anything Dragon Ball Z ever did.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Look at Bleach, bro. Bleach started off pretty
I know.
good, and then just
Right. I mean, or this could be
Yeah.
like Gintama, which Gintama is still good, or
You never know.
what's that other one that they're just coming out with on Toonami with what's his name, Dio? I can't think of the name of the show at the top of my head.
JoJo's
Oh,
Bizarre.
Yeah,
Adventure.
JoJo's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bizarre,
like stuff like that's been going on forever and it's still good. So I mean, it could be
Sure.
either or, but I'm just enjoying it while it's still good. But the last arc just ended with them going through like a final test at school, not to finish the hero school, but just another test that they had, and that was fun. You got to see Deku and his rival Bakura, yeah, fight against All Might, which was excellent. They had to try to get through a course, try to get through the exit because obviously they couldn't defeat All Might. He's the best hero and one of their teachers. So that was fun seeing that interaction between those two and them actually being forced to work together. And like I know you don't know much about this, Mike, or I don't think any of you do really. But the Deku and Bakura, they grew up together. They were friends. Then Bakura's just turned into an asshole to him, hates him, and this has been going on for like 30 some episodes of the show where he's just an asshole to him and hates him. So seeing them being forced to work together was pretty entertaining. But that show is still excellent.
I thought of another one that started off great and ended up poorly.
What's that?
Inuyasha.
I don't know. The ending was pretty good.
Yeah, but there was so much filler in the middle that it lost a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true. There was a ton of filler.
Which is a show. That's a show that started off amazing. Like everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing," and then it drug on too long. Sometimes you cannot. I mean, yeah, I understand companies want to do that because it makes money, and they're like, "Oh, people will keep coming back because it's because it's that it's that property, right?" Well, how'd that work for Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah, you got a point.
It's hit or miss with Super. It really is. Like sometimes
Yeah,
I like it, sometimes I don't because I do keep up with it.
It's true, but take a look at it.
It is mediocre.
Take a look at it this way. When Super first got announced and stuff like that, everybody was super excited and stuff. And the first couple of episodes, people showed up.
Right, Mike?
Like people showed up. What?
When Dragon Ball Super was announced, everybody was super excited. But
yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I didn't even think about that. It wasn't even intended. But anyway, but like they were super excited, and when it first started airing and stuff, the dub and stuff, people actually showed up, right?
Yeah.
But I would say maybe 5 episodes into the dub, people started tuning out, and it's like that should not happen with a Dragon Ball franchise.
I mean, there's
It
been some
really
really
should.
good moments in it, like the Goku Black arc was really good. I thought
People-
it ended kind of abruptly, but that was a really good arc.
But people wanted Dragon Ball Z. They didn't want like the comedy aspect.
I've heard of
Right.
a lot of people. I've heard of a lot of the fans, like the hardcore fans that have seen everything. These are fans that even really didn't like GT, and I've heard a
Well,
lot of
GT
them
was
come
trash,
back.
dude.
But I've heard a lot of them come back and say GT was better than Super.
No, Super's better.
I've heard a lot of people say
GT
that
was awful.
because Super just. I've heard a lot of complaints from people.
It's
A
honestly hit or
lot.
miss with it, dude. And I think the biggest issue with the show is it just has so much filler.
That's what the people are complaining about, though. Is like,
Like-
Dragon Ball Z is not supposed to. I mean, granted, Dragon Ball Z did have filler with the
Yeah,
they're
and
taking
there
long
was- I
shits,
mean- Right, and I mean, it had filler. I mean, and it had the Garlic Jr. Not Garlic Jr.
I'm gonna throw you into the dead zone.
or whatever it was. Yeah, that saga, which was like 12 or 15 episodes of just complete garbage that everybody
was
wishes
funny,
didn't
though.
exist.
It was fucking
No,
funny.
it was
though.
so bad.
It was, but it was funny.
It was so horrible. Um, but no, Super, like the lead up to this Tournament of Power arc that they're currently in was
Mhm.
months.
Mhm.
Like 4 months of just filler. And it was so painful to try to get through most of it. Like there's some funny stuff with it, with like Great Saiyaman making a return to the series, which was entertaining.
Oh yeah, because everybody loved that character.
Yeah,
No,
it
they
was
didn't.
entertaining for like 2 episodes. That's all they did with him, was like 2 episodes, and it was entertaining.
That character
Um,
wasn't entertaining after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, most people watching the show said, "Okay, we're done. This is not fucking Power Rangers. Fuck off." You know, like
I found it entertaining for like 2 episodes, but there was so much filler, and then so much of just literally it felt like 2 months it took Goku to build a team for this tournament.
I've never heard anyone say their favorite Gohan was Great Saiyaman.
I didn't say that was my
I've
favorite.
never-
I thought it was
No,
entertaining.
I'm just saying like that is probably the worst Gohan character beside maybe glasses and business
Yeah.
suit Gohan.
Well, that's what you get a lot of until the Tournament of Power, is that Gohan.
Oh yay!
That's like all that show
Wow.
has in it for Gohan whenever it does show him.
So
He's not in
good.
it much until this arc.
Do you see the problem here, Jared?
Oh,
though?
no, I completely agree. No, I'm not trying to defend Super at all. I'm just saying it's extremely hit or miss.
It seems like they forgot the pacing.
Yeah, the pacing's really bad.
Yeah.
And I think it just feels like they're in it more for the money on it this round than they are for like making it good.
It
That's-
seems like
And
to
to
me
be
like
fair,
they're
like
trying.
Dragon Ball Z wasn't good. It's more nostalgia than anything. Like I've gone back rewatched it. It's still entertaining. And
Akira
there are
Toriyama said
really
that.
good moments in it, but it's
That's why Akira. That's why he came back to make Super Reset to get more money.
I think Dragon Ball Z is better when you watch the dub. I mean the abridged version,
hmm
in my opinion.
oh yeah,
like
the
I
abridged
will give
version's
you that
fantastic.
nostalgia is a lot of it, but at least Dragon Ball Z did have good pacing where it was like, hey, we're gonna have action after action after action after action, not a lot of downtime, which is
Yeah.
what that show's supposed to have, you know.
Right.
With Super, it's like you don't have the funniness that
Mhm.
DBZ had, or they try, but a lot of it's missing.
Well,
it
Super
missed.
feels more like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z combined together.
Which is not a good thing because those two things are separate entities for a reason.
Yeah,
Um,
that's how it feels, because there's definitely a lot more comedy.
Well, the comedy in Dragon Ball was fine because it didn't focus as much on action. It focused more on comedy, but it played it right. Where with Super, they're trying to do a mixture of both, where they're trying to do action and comedy,
Mhm.
and it's like, yeah, but you guys do action really well and you do comedy really well, but you suck at it when you put it together.
Right.
So you maybe should have not done that.
Yeah, and like this most recent arc, the Tournament of Power, there's some episodes which I really like. Like recently, there was an episode of it which Master Roshi's on the team for it, and his episode was really entertaining. It was like badass Master Roshi, and that was awesome. He eliminated, I think, like 3 people, which was incredible. So that was really fun. But then there's other episodes in it where it feels like nothing happened, and
Which is
and
something
you
you
wonder
shouldn't
yourself
have.
why you care about this tournament at all at times, even
Which
though
is
it's
why you-
like universes are getting erased because of this tournament.
Which is something you should never have in Dragon Ball Z. You should never
Right.
have an episode that includes fighting, where you're just like, I don't. What was I supposed to care about this?
Right, and so
I
far in this
don't.
tournament, I think it's been like maybe 8 or 9 episodes into it at this point. And they're still just eliminating a bunch of characters from all these different universes that we've just met, and they're just like 1 episode characters that they're eliminating. And they're still eliminating those, and we're, like I said, I think we're like at least minimum like 7 or 8 episodes of this.
It sounds to me, because I'll tell you what, like, used to be when like Dragon Ball Z would come out, or like even GT, for example, like you would hear about it. Like the anime industry didn't let it die. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It was while it was airing, you would hear constantly about the episodes. That I watched it last night. It was amazing. You know, and that was back in the day when forums and
Right.
stuff and social media stuff wasn't as prevalent, right? It wasn't as easy, right?
I was also
You're-
thinking, like, not to cut you off there, but that if I was like younger, I think I would like Super.
Maybe.
But my taste has changed as well. So I think if I was like the same age I was when I watched Dragon Ball Z, I think I would really enjoy Super.
Yeah, but you're not hearing them talk about it either. Like that was my point
Yeah.
earlier. Was back in the day, you heard people talk about it, right? Like when
Right.
it aired and stuff. You're not hearing anyone talk about this at all.
No,
At all.
it's pretty quiet.
I'm hearing everything else, like everything else that's going on. You know, I still hear things. I still hear things about like I still hear some people talking about Food Wars. I still have some people talking about So I think that's still airing, right? I think it's like episode week to week, right?
The
I hear
dub
people
is,
talking.
yeah.
I hear people talking about that. There's one from Funimation people are talking about right now, but I can't remember what it's
It's
called.
probably My Hero, honestly.
Yeah, it is My Hero. You're right. That's it. My Hero. I keep hearing about Food Wars. And there's another one too that I'm hearing about, and I keep hearing about like different companies getting shit, picked up for like.
Well,
the
yeah,
fall season and
it's
stuff like
the
that.
fall season starting.
But you're hearing nothing about DBZ. Like I actually forgot Super was still airing. Like I actually forgot about it, and then I was like, oh, I saw I was watching Rick and Morty on Cartoon Network, and I saw a commercial for on the next new episode of Dragon Ball Super, and I was like, wait, that's still airing? And I was like, wow, didn't know that was still airing, right?
Dude,
like I
it's
thought
gonna
maybe
be
it was
airing
on
for a
hiatus.
long time if they keep going with the dub.
But you know what I mean,
it's not even
though.
close
Like,
to catching up yet.
like that was never heard of back when DBZ was airing, or even GT. Like that was not heard of. You know what I mean? Like you fucking knew that those shows were airing because people were talking about it.
Right.
And then like Super's like, I don't know. Like
It's easy to brush off Super than was to brush off DBZ back then.
well, I think it's more of an inclination of a dying franchise.
It
That
could be
too.
that. I mean, there are lots of other options for anime now too, which I'm sure plays part
This
of it
is
as
true.
well. I mean, there's a lot of things I think are playing in the downfall of it. It's just not as good. Like plain and simple,
but,
it's
like,
really not.
Like if that was the case though, like remember a couple years ago when all the new Evas were coming out?
Yeah.
You heard about those like crazy.
People still
Like-
love that though.
But you know what I mean though? Like you heard
But
about it. I mean,
I think that's a little bit different because that's just a movie.
Okay, well DxD. When
Mm,
DxD's most recent season aired, people didn't like it as much as the previous seasons,
Oh yeah,
But yet you still heard about it.
a decent
As it was
amount.
airing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's my point about like where I think Super is heading, because it's like even a show like that's a titty show was getting publicity and getting people talking about it, and then a franchise like Dragon Ball is getting nothing. To me, that says you might want to rethink your formula because it ain't working.
Yeah, I feel like something needs to change with it. It's definitely, if it feels like it's hit those lines, kind of like where maybe Bleach or One Piece. Not as
Mhm.
bad as Bleach with the filler. Still,
No.
I don't think
But-
anything's gonna ever be as bad as
I think
Bleach
it's
with
I
filler.
think it's hit that.
But
I think they
or like
Go ahead.
Naruto. I know people love those shows, and I'm probably gonna get
Mhm.
shit on for saying this. They've just gone on for too long. I mean, One Piece is still going on, and they still can't get the One Piece. Like it's just become like a cash grab at this point.
we had that I had that discussion with that one
Right.
guy on our channel one night. But anyway,
Not to, sorry, we got super sidetracked there
no,
about
yeah.
Super. Anyways, other shows I've been watching. My Girlfriend is a Gal. That was entertaining. That was actually more entertaining than I thought it would be, especially coming from a titty Funimation show. It definitely has some moments in it where you're just like, what the fuck? I would not recommend this show to anybody. Under
what
the
the
age.
hell is in your background, Crane? I
Crane,
have to
stop.
ask.
Yeah, please stop, dude. Jesus.
What? I'm not doing anything.
You're watching something.
No, I'm not.
Then what is that crank noise in the background?
I don't know. It might have been the computer.
Is that do you have a dryer or washer where you're at or something?
Just above me.
Ah,
Are they running?
They shouldn't. Not at this hour.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. There's some crazy feedback from him.
Because it's been doing it forever, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, what fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like my headset's in and everything, so
I don't know.
I don't
Anyways,
know.
It's your computer.
Eh.
there's one character in My Girlfriend is a Gal, one of the main character's friends, who's a larger character. And all of them, it's your typical semi-harem. I don't quite consider this one a harem because the main character really isn't interested in any of the other girls, but the one that
Hey,
he's
big girls
actually
need-
dating. No, it's not a big girl.
girls
It's a
need
big
bubble
guy.
too. Oh, it's okay. I thought it was a big girl.
But to I mean, there's no other way to say this but bluntly. There's I don't know why Japan found this as a good idea for humor. They go down the road of pedo humor. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, not even
Whoa.
kidding you.
What?
Yeah, this is why I will not recommend the show to anybody.
I
How-
remember
how
this
do you
show.
make-
I remember hearing about this show.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, oh my god,
Okay.
yeah.
Like, this is why I can't recommend it, is because of that.
So
The show is
I don't
actually
find-
not a bad show, except for that aspect to
No,
it. And that
I-
aspect keeps me from being able to recommend it to anybody
Oh.
ever.
I remember hearing about the show. I remember there was like somebody posted it on like one of the groups I'm in on Facebook, and they were like, "What the fuck, Japan? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Pedophile humor in a fucking anime?" And I was just like, "What? You mean like Pedo Bear, where they're like making fun of it or something?"
No.
And they're like, "No, like it's legitly in." And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, like,
oh, damn."
And I honestly, like, I'm curious how Funimation has dubbed this one, because they dubbed it, and I
Because
wonder
like
what
they've
they
had
did.
pedo humor before, like Master Roshi's kind of pedo humor in Dragon
This
Ball. 'Cause,
is like very blunt and straightforward about it.
Because like Master Roshi had the pedo humor in Dragon Ball because Bulma was definitely not 18.
No, but this is like.
That age of consent in Japan is lower too, though.
when we
Like
go
like
to
is
that
this
con-
like is this like pedo humor in like this person is after like people under the age of 12?
Yeah,
Whoa!
yeah, and
Yes.
that's it.
Woo! That's
I'll show you some. Remind me, Mike, when I see you for that convention in November. I'll show you a few scenes.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I know.
No,
what
no,
you're
it's just like with the text of what they're saying.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that.
Yeah, it's
I don't.
fucked.
I got enough problems with Senra Kagura. I don't need that.
Yeah, no. The show is fucked because of that. Because it's actually not bad for the type of show it is. I mean, it's a titty show, but it had
It's
some
a
really.
titty show.
Who's
so
writing
it's
it?
It's little girls then.
Who's ran the show? Who's the ADR scriptwriter?
I forget.
Oh, I feel bad for who's writing that thing.
I'm gonna look it
Hey
up.
man, what'd you say the name of the show is?
My Girlfriend is a Gal, or
My girlfriend is a gal.
you might find it under Hajime no Gal.
I think I know who the writer is. Because if I
know-
remember correctly, let me take a look.
I know who the main girl is.
It's not even that. That's the only issue I have with the show, but that's a major issue.
Yeah, that's a
I
pretty
just
bad
feel-
issue.
feel bad.
Oh, it is poorly rated, by the way.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember this. I remember this show because it's the one that has the clear gaijin in it. I mean, not gaijin, but Gairu,
Yeah.
the clear Gairu.
I mean, it's really that is like the only reason I'd say the
Oh
show
my-
it should not be viewed by anybody.
Do you want to know how bad this show is?
How bad?
They're not even putting who the writer is.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
It literally only has the engineer and the director, and that's it.
Oh, they probably don't like whoever's writing is like I'm not
Whoever's
putting my
writing
name
it's
on
like,
this.
fuck you, I don't want my name on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who's writing it.
Well, who wrote it?
I'm not gonna say who it is, but I can
You
tell
just
you.
type it
Can
out in
you?
chat.
Yeah.
Anyways.
text it.
I can tell you who's writing it just by looking at the cast.
Right.
I know.
going back
That's what I
to-
said.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
that's what it would be.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah,
and-
that they would write something like that.
That person would write that because they're metal as fuck.
All right, enough. Come on. Jesus. Anyways,
Well,
go-
hey, anyone watching right now, you might be able to figure out who it is now. Oh shit. Wow.
Anyways, going back
head over, that's
to the
terrible.
spring season, we never got to finish some of the stuff we were watching. Or I mean, we finished the shows, but we never got to finish talking them. Like Uro Manga Sensei. I know you and I were watching that one, Christian.
Yeah, that was a few months ago.
Yeah. What did you think of it at the end?
Oh my god.
Well, obviously it's not finished. Like, there's going to be a season 2. There
I
has to
did
be.
not finish it.
You didn't finish it, really?
I forgot what happened. Like, I think a lot of things got in my way, and
That's unfortunate.
yeah, I know, man. Like, I forgot what I showed to you, brought up right now.
It was impeding on his jack off time.
That's what it was. I enjoy it ends definitely like in a spot where
terrible.
there needs to be a second season because they haven't finished the story at all. There was that I watched last season. I really enjoyed the ending of that. I don't want to go too much detail and ruin it for Christian if he does want to revisit it. But Grimoire of Zero, I think that was my favorite show last season. That show was excellent. I wish it would have been a hell of a lot longer just because it was so good. I'm trying to think what else I watched last season. There was a lot of shows in the spring season. Clockwork Planet I finished. That was mediocre. But yeah. Watched a ton of crap recently. Ooh, Monster Musume! Yes! I'm watching that on High Dive currently. Watching the episodes every week. I think it's on to like episode 9 now. I think 9 should be releasing this week, 9 or 10. So almost finished with it, but you've seen that whole show, Christian. It is.
I binged it as soon as I got the DVD. I popped in my DVD
Mike?
player. I'm like,
This is
What? What I
Monster
do?
Musume, man. It is something.
You know what's fucking surprising about that show is?
Huh.
I was able to guess 2 of the fucking voices before the show even aired.
That's not. I don't know. If you watch enough of like Sentai stuff, you can do that occasionally here and there with shows.
I knew who the Harpy was going to be.
Oh yeah,
And
that
I
was
so
that
glad-
was
I
a
was
gift
so
from
glad I
Brittany.
was right.
Like that's definitely
I
a
was
Brittany
like-
character.
I looked at that character and I was like, "That's a Brittany character. It has to be a Brittany character." And then I knew the slime girl would be Monica.
Right. Like when I'm watching Made in Abyss, which I don't want to talk about this week because I want to finish the show. The last episode comes out, I think, this week or next week. But the main character in that, it's going to be Lucy Christian. I'm calling it now. It's going to be
Lucy Bistian, what?
That's who
I
it's.
love
I guarantee you, that's who it's going to be. I've seen an absurd amount of anime, and this, without a doubt, is a character for her. I can't imagine anybody else playing that character.
Then it ends up being Caitlyn Barr.
I mean, it could be, and I could be like pleasantly surprised, be like, oh wow, but it just like it's like a younger girl, like around age 12, and it just has to be that younger Lucy voice.
Ends up being Monica Rial,
No, Monica's too high pitched for the character.
just to piss you off.
Hey, no, and it wouldn't piss me off. I'm just like, this is just like a Lucy character, if I've ever seen one, like spot on. But, Monster Musume, man, is that graphic? Fuck.
Oh, thank you for posting the live stream into the freaking Ohio Guys Gaming channel there, Christian. Thank you very much. Now they all get to see the crazy ass boob titties thing I'm playing right now.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Any,
they asked.
before we wrap this up, though, do you have any comments on that show, Christian?
No, just Monster Musume. It's very different. I just enjoy.
Very sexualized.
I know, but
Like,
I think it's just the way they carry the show over. I think it's just
like it's
just
funny,
fun
don't
watch.
get me wrong, but there are some moments that are just like
It's a
cringeworthy to me.
show-
And not in
it's a
like a
show
bad way,
about-
just like, oh god, they actually went there.
It's a show about monster girls. Did you expect it not to be?
No, like I had watched part of the simulcast when it had first come out and I knew it was. But like it's
I'm
even
expecting
more
it to
over the
be
top
that.
than I expected.
Oh no, I want it to be. I want it to be like stupidly over the top and funny.
Oh no, it's like it really does hit like borderline
I want
hentai.
vagina jokes. I want interspecies breeding jokes. I want every joke you can think of.
No, it's like borderline hentai, dude. No joke.
I want Rick and Morty level style of joke humor on this.
So you basically want everything except the pedo humor.
I basically, yeah. Basically. I want, even though the harpy looks like a little girl, I want it to be like, oh, she's like fucking 40. I'd be like, okay, cool. Ram home then, ram home.
They actually do talk about that.
I'm sure their
In the
ages
show.
are different, I bet.
They're all the same age.
Are they?
Most of the characters.
Please tell me at least 16 or
Oh no,
above.
yeah. That's
Oh,
what
thank God.
like just a minor spoiler for the show. Like that's one of the things they discussed, I think, in the first episode with
Oh, like they're
With
all
Britney's
old enough.
character.
There, we're done.
yeah. They're like because she was like they weren't worried about her as being a potential
Victim.
lover or whatever to the main character, and then she's like, oh no, actually I'm the same age as you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how they dealt with it there.
No, I want
Simply.
it to be over the top, dude. I want this to be, that I want it to be like that thing from Rick and Morty where it's that cream that, like, new, sprays and splooge or what it was called, where, there were only, in a world of Jensens, there's only 3 Michaels, but they're coming, I want it to be like that.
Oh,
I want it to
it's
be
like that.
I want it to be Morty looking at Rick and going, "What the hell was that?" And Rick going, "Sex sells, Morty. Sex sells. Sells what?" That's what I want. That's what I want.
I definitely want to get your opinion on the show when you do watch it, Mike.
I'm sure I'm probably gonna love it, dude. You gotta remember.
It's out there.
You gotta remember, dude. Things like, okay, is it on Heaven's Lost Property level of like crazy shit?
Worse.
Worse? Okay, let me think. Worse Heaven's Lost Property. Fooly Cooley.
Not as weird.
Okay, so in between those two.
Graphically wise, like
No, I'm just talking
with how
about,
it
like,
sexualizes
craziness.
things. I would put it towards High School DD,
High School DxD or High School of the Dead?
DxD. Because
Yeah, same.
But is it
it's
funny?
definitely on that. Yeah, it's funnier.
Okay.
It's not more. That
Because
one's more
High
serious.
School DxD, because like the High School DxD, the sex scene, the sexy bullshit doesn't bother me. What bothers me about it is that they didn't go the way you're supposed to go when you're doing a show like that.
They took it a little too seriously.
Yeah, High School DxD, that's where it failed because it was like, let's be serious
Well-
about the sexy moments.
And then it was like, oh, let's be funny too at the same time with other like
Yeah, no, you
moments,
can't do
different
that.
moments. Yeah.
When you go full sexy like that, you have to go full funny.
Yeah, I agree. That's the only time it's somewhat even. That's the only time it's acceptable, at least to me.
Okay,
personally, in shows like
MM.
that.
MM level of sexiness, because that show was ridiculous.
I still have to go back and watch that one. I only watched the first episode. and
Okay,
then-
well,
I
MM,
wasn't the type of show I was trying to watch at the time, so I didn't get into it.
MM was basically, if you could think of a sexual perviness, like
Mhm.
it's there. it's there.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and there are moments where it's like that. It's just like some of it's like unintended as well.
That's fine. That
It's-
that sounds like it'll be good.
Yeah, there's like in the last episode there was a moment with Brittany's character, one of the other characters, the slime girl that's played by Monica, and a cell phone.
I would do that. I'm not going to lie.
I'm sure Christian remembers the scene. It was it was something. But anyways, I think that's where we're gonna wrap.
Crane posting pictures in the frickin' Discord.
Yeah, I know.
What? I can't help it.
I think if you win an argument against somebody who started the argument, like if they started the fucking argument, and you win it, and you're within like driving distance of them, and it's another guy, you should get to rub your testicles in his face.
All right. Well, on that note,
Oh my God.
Would that not stop people from starting stupid arguments?
sure. Thanks for having the filter, Mike.
The filter? What's a filter?
Yeah, I know you don't know. Thanks for tuning in
What do
this
you- what do you
episode. If you
want?
made it this far, God help you if you made it this far.
Oh, you loved it. You all know you loved it.
You
Oh, come on,
had to
Jared.
have if
Think,
you made it
okay,
this
Jared,
far.
Jared. Jared, honestly, seriously, serious for a second. Serious for a second. Think about the channel they're on right now. What do you play every Thursday?
Cat Girls.
That's right. What am I back playing again?
Senran Kagura.
Might as well call it Jiggle Physics the game.
Yeah.
So, really?
And what-
Filter? We need a filter?
And the way I see it, we are rewarding fans for staying tuned with us later on in the video. So basically, if you watch the video even more, you get the juicier stuff. Sounds great, right?
All
I mean,
right.
dude,
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, my gameplay tonight literally had a sequence that said, hey guys, we got to squeeze the trigger instead of pulling it. Well, how do we squeeze a trigger? I don't know how to squeeze a trigger. Well, it's probably like squeezing boobs. Oh, should we squeeze our own boobs or squeeze somebody else's boobs? And they literally have a conversation about squeezing tits, and then they decide to squeeze their own.
Sounds
Yeah.
nice.
All right, somebody,
Welcome to this channel.
somebody do the closing plugs. I can't do this anymore tonight.
I'll do it. Okay, since I do it the most anyway. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we're going to do our plugs before we leave. Don't forget about the Attack on Titan giveaway. That's right, we're still doing the Attack on Titan giveaway. We'll be giving away the Attack on Titan wall scroll at 1,200, I do believe, at this point. We're maybe rethinking that because YouTube keeps bleeding subscribers from us. Thanks, YouTube! But we're still doing that, so spread us like a virus. Make sure your friends, family, everybody, get them to come here and subscribe. Leave a comment so you can get that wall scroll. We'll also be giving away $300 of our own money.
I just thought of
to a
something, Mike.
charity of someone's choosing. Let me finish this plug real quick. A charity of someone's choosing. A list of 10 have been put up there. An example of one of the charities is the ACLU. So it's all charities that we've researched and been like, okay, so the money actually goes where it's supposed to go, so it isn't like the, I'm trying to think of like a really bad charity where the money,
Red
what was the
Cross.
name of that? Oh, well, yeah, the Red Cross doesn't always go where it's supposed to go. No, what was the name of that fat bitch back in the day that was supposed to be like feeding children, and then they found out she was like pocketing half? Shelly something.
No clue who you're talking about.
South Park made fun of her. They turned her into
idea.
like Jabba the Hutt or something.
No clue.
Ooga dooga or something. I can't remember what her fucking name was. But anyway, she had a thing that was supposed to be feeding the children in Africa, and they found out she was pocketing half the money. So yeah, there you go. So yeah. So anyway, you can continue your thought there, Jared, before I
Oh.
finish.
You know it's rapidly approaching?
Mm.
Christmas.
Mm.
You know what's better? The best gift you could give somebody that's an Attack on Titan English dub fan? This signed wall
Attack on
scroll,
Titan-
because you will
Attack
not
on
get
Titan
it
wall
anywhere else.
scroll.
Yes.
So yeah, guys, if you guys want to make sure we give away that wall scroll by Christmas, maybe you should start spreading it because we're still pretty far off. We're close. We're super close to 800. We actually should be well over. In fact, to be honest with you guys, we should be in the 900s at this point. But YouTube likes bleeding subscribers from us. Fuck you, AgeGate. Yeah. So we should be almost at 1,000 now. But at this point, we just keep getting bled. But we're almost there. We're almost at 800. So yeah, if you guys want to make sure you get that by Christmas, start spreading us like a cancer. Or else I shouldn't take. What's
That's a
something
horrible
good?
idea, Mike.
What? Yeah, I know. Never mind. What's a good thing to spread? Start spreading us like a full body orgasm. There you go. I mean, there you go. That's better, I guess. I mean, usually when you spread stuff, it's bad. You
So
know what I
about
mean?
that
It's
Blake
like-
Shepard Patreon.
Oh, I know, right? Oh yeah. So I'll continue the plugs now. You were the one interviewing me, but anyway. So we'll continue the plugs. Oh, also, guys, don't forget to help out our buddy Blake Shepard, who works for Sentai Filmworks, ADV Films, and Funimation. That's right. I change the order of that every fucking time. Who's creating his own animation production through his company Dinosaur Productions called Robot Girl. And we have the link to his Patreon on our page. He has a bunch of tiers on there, guys. He'd really appreciate the help. Watch the preview video for it. It looks like it's going to be freaking amazing. I hope the first episode for that's coming here pretty quickly. I don't think it's up yet though. But I hope it is coming. He's got a really good cast and stuff. So check that out, guys. He'd really appreciate the help. And then also check out, and I don't know how much longer we're going to keep promoting this one because it has already aired, but we will promote it for a little while because I said it would. But check out our buddy Chowder, who I met on Friday the 13th. A small world, right? You meet somebody in the anime industry on a fucking game about killing adults on a line with a serial killer named Jason. But I met him on Friday the 13th, and he works for a independent company out in LA. Doing directing, voice acting, writing, and all kinds of stuff like that. And he works in he works in like the video game industry. He works pretty much in all the different industries out there. And he worked on a project called Explosion Jones.
Did you
that
say
premiered-
explosions?
Explosion Jones Yeah, I told him, I was like, it's like Michael Bay created the show, and he laughed about it. But it premiered on the G9. And Christian, what was the Spanish network? Because I can never remember.
The El Rey Network.
Thank you. The El Rey Network. Watch the trailer for it, guys. It looked really, really funny. And it had a great cast like Danny Trejo and Carl Weathers and a bunch of shit like that. So check that out for us as well. And also don't forget about our Twitter page, which I do believe is at the Ohio Guys. Which
Yes.
I cannot run for shit. In fact, I had to have Jared post messages on it for me earlier today because I was like, I can't do this.
Heck, and sometimes Jared will drink and post on the wrong.
Yes, he does. I remember that. I remember said moment.
I like my bourbon.
Well, you do like your bourbon, apparently. You also like dangly parts.
Yeah, they like to hang and swing low.
But I think that's all I really got at this point. I never heard back from that convention. Do we want to promote it?
Hey,
I
we can
think
say we're going there.
I think the reason we never heard back from them is because I just don't think they like, even though they have a department, I don't
Yeah.
think they have a department. You know what
Yeah,
I
that's
mean?
fine.
Like,
I mean, that's,
it's
we're
there.
going there, so might as well.
Shit.
Yeah, plus it'd be good. It would
Anybody
give.
remember the goddamn name of that con? Because I don't.
Starts with a B.
Is it like Bonsai Con?
Yeah,
Is it Bonsai
I think so.
Con? Let me make sure. I think it is Bonsai Con.
have-
Yeah, I just remember it because.
Oh my God, their guest list just got better.
Oh,
Like-
what they?
Yeah, BonsaiCon.
Well, who'd they
Okay,
announce?
so yeah, it's Bonsai Con. Okay,
We'll talk
we're gonna
about it
go on-
after the video.
we're going. Well, I'll mention the guest right now because I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna do a plug for it. We're gonna be heading out to a convention November 3rd through the 5th. It's called Bonsai Con. It's in Columbia, South Carolina. I don't know what year they're in. I think they're in their like second or third year, maybe longer.
It's been
than
a
that.
little bit longer than that.
I'm not exactly sure. I don't think their admission price is very expensive, guys.
It might still be under the like $30 mark right now.
It's
Or has it
it's
gone up?
39. It's 39 right now, but that expires October 3rd for a 3-day badge, but their at-door rate is only $45.
Which isn't bad nowadays for a
That's
convention.
cheap. And then they also have day passes for Fridays 25, Saturdays 30, Sundays 15. There's a lot of options to be able to do it. They look like a pretty neat convention. They look like a smaller convention, but their guest list just got. Okay, looking at some stuff. Well, okay, I clicked on the guest. Oh, wow, it's like that. Okay. So their guest list, guys, if you're in the area or would like to travel to the area at this point, I'll just do the voice actors, is Chris Patton, Brittany Karbowski, Morgan Berry, and the one they just added that I told you guys
Oh,
just
shit.
got better is Stephen Prince, which he's been doing cons lately.
A
And
lot
I
of
haven't
them.
seen Prince since like 2011 or 10. So it'll be nice to see him again. He's a pretty nice fella.
Wait, Steve Prince?
Yeah, Steve Prince.
Oh, Derek Stephen Prince?
Derek
Or?
Stephen
Yes.
Prince. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so their guest list is pretty cool. So check them out, Guy Bonsai Con. I'll probably put a link in the description eventually. I just haven't done it. So yeah. Check them out.
And Justin and I are back in the dank meme stream this week, my friends. Spitting out all those hot dank memes. Come check it out, though. It's actually a good time. Justin does a lot of voices. It's fun.
I told you we need to get one. We need to get one going, man. It's
We
Like-
can discuss it.
yeah, we need to get one going. It's like me, you, Justin, and fucking Ryan. I mean, Zach, and take turns doing voices on something.
I'd be down. But anyways,
We
that's
need to
what we
do
got
that.
for this one this week, guys. I know it's been a pretty long episode, about an hour and 40 minutes. Thank you if you stuck around this long and hear
we
us
did
babble about our favorite shows that we've been watching recently.
Don't worry, nobody stuck around this long.
But anyways, we're going to be doing this one every other Monday. I know this one's going up on a Tuesday. I forgot. Or I guess a Wednesday now. It's
Yeah, I messaged
midnight.
you last night and was like, "Hey, podcast," and you were like, "Fuck, forgot."
I was in bed, otherwise I would have gotten up to do it. But But anyways, thanks for tuning in this week, guys. You'll get to hear us talk about our favorite shows every other Monday. But we'll catch you guys next time.
Oh yeah. Have fun, everybody.
Bye.